If you're a farmer or just someone who happens to drive a diesel-powered vehicle, you know you're paying record prices for diesel fuel right now. Just 12 months ago, diesel was selling for an average price of $2.88 a gallon. Today, the average price for a gallon of diesel will run you $4.32 a gallon. That's a 66% increase. This week in Louisiana Agriculture's Melanie Ohmes spoke to farmers attending the Farm Bureau Convention and found out for many producers, this will be their most expensive crop year on record.
The high cost of fuel to operate farm equipment like this combine has some farmers changing the way they do things.
We're basically where we were buying like transport load of fuel for, $11,000, $12,000. Now that transport's selling for nearly $30,000 to $32,000. So we went to a reduced type tillage on most of our acres to do as little tillage as possible. And just really, you do all you can. But you're still limited as to how far you can go with it.
Cotton and grain producer Elliot Colvin says what's hitting farmers just as hard as rising fuel costs is the rising price of fertilizer.
Well, natural fertilizer it's pretty much going out the roof right now. We're looking at the last I'd heard was about $850, $860 urea a ton, and first part of the year I was buying it for $400 a ton, so it's more than doubled. Really expecting that probably within a month or two, probably be around $1,000 a ton.
Even the cost of seed has gone up.
In my opinion, I think it's price gouging. I don't think it's cost them that much more to make that product, but they know we need it, and they're going to charge it. It will take years for that to come back down to a normal level if commodity prices drop.
And Colvin says that the saving grace for most farmers, that sale prices for corn and soybean have increased as well.
As long as commodity prices hold strong, we'll be fine.
So there's just some terrible cost there in terms of producing a crop.
Commodity expert Gene Martin says commodities will not remain at record levels.
Everything that goes up eventually comes down, and we'll probably see those prices moderate, come off some, but I do think that we've moved to kind of a new plateau. For years we saw, the high price in soybeans was going to be $6, $7, $8 perhaps. And we've moved to a new era, I think, in that the low that we're going to see in these markets are going to be significantly higher than what they have been in the past.
Sugar farmers have not seen their sale prices go up significantly. Gary Gravois says this will be the most expensive crop he's ever planted.
The price of sugar has remained flat since 1980. In the last week or so, the price of sugar has taken a little jump, but we need a sustained jump to help us survive.
A sustained jump that matches those record input costs. I'm Melanie Ohmes for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Now, while some grain prices are at record levels, negative basis numbers will keep many farmers from seeing much of those market increases we've experienced over the last year. As far as sugarcane producers are concerned, their number one concern, as it always is this time of year, is weather. Their crop is harvested at the height of hurricane season here in Louisiana.